Okay, well, just left Port Clinton here, and walking by a nice little river. Got dropped off by the shuttle driver. I'm probably gonna go to the first shelter. I'm already getting attacked by some mosquitoes. Just gonna keep the trekking poles collapsed until I need them. And it should be 2 days to the next town, which I think is Palmerton. Feel better. Been staying at the microtel for a few days. I think we're ready to go. And if my feet callus up instead of opening up again, I should be able to get some mileage in. Leaving town is always kind of a weird feeling. You're always walking away from that security and ease of just like, oh, I'm gonna get Taco Bell. I'm gonna grab a soda, warm bed, comfortable bed. Have this little feeling of like, oh, do I have everything I need? Did I forget anything back in town? I don't know, it's a good thing, the next part of the adventure, but there's always that little tinge of anticipation, that little nervousness of what's gonna happen between here and the next town, you know. Underneath the highway here. Cool places, but beware as you come into them. It's near town. People know hikers come through here. Always good to be safety conscious. That's kind of neat, isn't it? So, moving under the highway, and we're heading out of town now for sure. State game lands. Time to get the trekking poles out. Well, coming up this hill, you see the houses through the trees over here. All the way down there is the road. I'm sure you can hear the noise. And this is what's called a switchback. The trail will turn back on itself more or less. And the trail maintainers put those in to decrease the slope that you have to walk up getting up these mountains. You find the trails are very well maintained, usually near trailheads, like this one down here near town. And the volunteers come out and they'll reroute the trail as necessary, and they'll build in water bars and things to manage the flow of water in the rain. One big problem on trail is that the rain will just flood and come down these pathways. So trail maintainers do a lot of work to make improvements to make sure that they don't get washed out, very deeply rutted and muddy. And these switchbacks make climbing these mountains a heck of a lot easier. So thank your trail maintainers when you see it. Well, we got up that hill coming from that way. Got a little rocky at the end, a little sweaty, but not gassed, not tired. It's a good idea to take your time on those first few uphills. Make a consistent, persistent effort, as with everything else. And when you get up to the top here, if you're looking for just to get out of town or something like that, you'll often find little campsites like this. I hope you can see that there. It's a nice little flat open area, maybe 2 tents, some seats, fire ring. So one thing people do is they don't want to go in, they don't want to get a hotel, they don't want to stay in town. Normally I'd say don't sleep within 3 miles of a road, especially by yourself, if you can help it. The people around, it's a little better, like a lot of other hikers. But coming up that hill, no one's gonna come up there just to screw with people, and without any indication that there's a spot there, no one's gonna know to target you. So I'd be pretty comfortable climbing a good, I don't know, 800 feet like that, and sleeping there at the night. See a little drip of sweat on my nose? That's why I touch my face all day. We are officially past the first day of summer, and I think just the mental aspect of that is kind of cool. It's the season to be out here doing this stuff, and there's going to be a lot of people out, and it's always fun to meet people and see people, but the heat is coming. Looks a little poison ivy like, huh? Been doing a long uphill. So what do you heck? The Pulpit Rock is coming up here soon. It's one of these 5-mile loops that the trail does for literally no reason other than to get up on top of this mountain. It's been an okay climb up here. The trail's been pretty nice. This is the first really rocky stuff that's popped up. Fairly navigable, easy to get through. Flat places to put your feet, so it could be a lot worse. It is frustrating to have these giant loops where it's like you're basically going right back onto where you started, maybe a half mile away, for very little reason. The trail goes that way. It'll be fun at least. Oh, sun. Here's a blaze. That's pretty cool. It's got up a cool thumbnail. Some flat ground would be nice. Stayed at the Eckville shelter with the caretaker on the road there last night. Kept getting bitten up by little gnats. This is not the knife's edge in Maine. This is not the knife's edge at Katahdin. But it's the knife's edge in PA. And it's supposed to be a good 200 yards of just actual climbing, hands and feet, no trekking poles, going straight up, over, around big boulders. So I'm interested to see what's going on with it today. Well, just got up that first hill of the day. I think it's 1,000-something foot climb, 1,200, 1,300. And it was like something out of the Smokies, where it's just at this angle, and there's like one switchback, and the rest of it's this like super long, just straight uphill. That uphill was crazy. I'm sweating buckets, like down the back of my hat and everything. Pretty ridgeline up here today. Just absolutely gorgeous. And nice and flat terrain, no rocks. More rocks today. Hopefully this is the start of the knife's edge. I don't know exactly where it is, maybe another few miles. Still super sweaty from that big uphill. But this summit, like ridgeline breeze, is helping a lot. Find the path through. See, not so bad. Dan's pulpit, and nice little view. This is the stuff that I normally wouldn't pull the camera out for just because it's such a pain in the butt. But you can see, I mean, here's my trekking poles. Give you some reference. Some big rocks. Gotta pick your way through them. We got more over here, boulder hopping. Not a good day for wet stuff. And I really feel like rain's coming. The breeze keeps getting colder, and there's still so much humidity in the air even though it's chilly. So I think that's a pretty good sign that we're going to get some moisture of some kind, precipitation. So I might not pull out the phone for all of these now because it seems like it's going to be all day kind of thing. But I'll definitely show you the knife's edge.
I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, life I threw out, so you not let this play. Then Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Thy forest plains are wondrous, and hear the birds sing sweetly in the breeze. When I look down from lofty mountain grandeur, and hear the brook and feel thy gentle breeze, then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. That cloudy sun not bearing, sinks into dark, I scarce can take it in. And on the cross, my burden gladly bearing, He bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Salvation, and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration, and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God to thee. How great thou art, how great thou
Hey, you know, it's funny how this has felt like fall.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Knife it.
See if I can figure
Probably
that
5 miles. There is no name for this, what is behind me. We have to take it all the way to that road, pretty sure. I found blueberries. Delicious. So delicious and nutritious. He's gotta get through the hair spark things. Oh. Mm-hmm. That one right there. Bam. Oh. Mmm. Oh, they're perfect. How? I'm gonna be here for a minute. Oh, the stars they shine so bright in Mobile, in Mobile. Oh, the stars they shine so bright in Mobile, in Mobile. Oh, the stars they shine so bright and they light the street at night. Oh, the stars they shine so bright in Mobile, in Mobile. This is what I like to hike. I tell you what, there is nothing prettier than flat trail on a ridgeline with double skies and beautiful, beautiful fern forest. But hoping beyond hope that we won't get soaked right at the end of the day. Gray Squirrel and I will be getting into Palmerton probably tonight. I could eat a steak, some caramelized onions, ooh, some onion paddles, a couple peanuts while I wait. It's a hard life. The AT is so hard, what do you think? This is unbelievably pretty. Isn't this the prettiest little section? Cardboard. Well, we are coming down into Palmerton, and we're going to cross this bridge right here. Do a 16 tomorrow and a 20-something the next day, and get into Delaware Water Gap. I will show you this later. I broke the very tip of my other trekking pole, so I'm currently using one trekking pole, and it's not as good as having two trekking poles. I got to tell you, there's a serious benefit to having two of these suckers. So I'm going to have to see if there's an outfitter here or definitely in Delaware Water Gap in 2-3 days where I can get a brand new set of tips. You put them in hot water, knock them off with a wrench and or a rock, I guess, if you're on trail, and then slip them on, and it should be good as new. Nice to be able to change the tips out and not have to buy completely new poles. So I'm gonna go across here, and hopefully the shuttle guy will come and pick us up for the restaurant. We are now crossing the bridge to Palmerton. See this behind me? This is my friend. He hiked with me. This is a Lehigh Water Gap. It's a long ass bridge.
Look at that.
Oh yeah. We're gonna go up there, that rock face.
Yep.
And that top of that mountain's just bare. That post-apocalyptic mound ahead of us is where they were mining zinc and just had very little regard for poisoning the water supply, you know, making life just impossible to survive. It's pretty cool. Hey guys, in the B&B here outside of Palmerton, a little bit north of Palmerton on trail. We were in Palmerton and we kind of got stuck there. We got a ride into town thinking that we'd have a hostel to stay at, and it didn't really work out. There were some beds straight on the floor, and my hiking partner and I just kind of felt like for 25 bucks it wasn't really what we wanted to spend money on. So B&B was really great. They came and picked us up, paid a little bit for the shuttle, but splitting a room here. Some nice old antiques, nice place to sit and hang out, private rooms, private bathtub, private everything. So really friendly people, other hikers, and just a really comfortable place. So we're really glad that we found this, and I have reached Palmerton. So this concludes the hike to Palmerton. I hope you guys liked the videos, and the rocks were really crazy. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. Please like and subscribe. These will pop up. There will be a playlist and a subscribe button. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, and there will be more content on this final 500 under 5 pounds summer hike. And hope you guys are enjoying it so far, and we'll see you in the next video.